you take a worse life in the hope of pursuing a greater dream.
Yes.
I always think about this as like a thought experiment, is if you took like let's say 50 people who are all like homeless or had just come out of like a civil war crisis, right? And they were like in a desperate place. And you put them, let's say, into some sort of like housing situation where they got food, right? Like for 50 weeks, every week the food gets slightly better, just like incrementally, right? By the 50th week, if you gave them like stuff even from 5 weeks before, they'd be like, this is disgusting. Like our standards always adjust. And change. I think the level to it is obviously different depending on how severe it was before. You'll probably still find moments of gratitude. Yeah, but you always, I mean, that's what you do. You try to get used to a more healthy standard of living.
I'm 36. I'm living the worst than I have in my whole adult life. I am. Financially, I make the least money I've made relative to like my expenditure and living costs. And I think you adjust.
Yeah, I'm living in some ways worse than I did when I was living in the UK. But it's funny that like I have less than I've had before, but I feel so much more satisfied with it.
Yeah, exactly. Same with me. I'm viewing this as like a sufficient part of suffering that I have to just go through.